right, welcome back. We all know there are so many misconceptions about hormone replacement therapy for men and women. So where can you find information that's easy to understand?
For Wellness Wednesday, Sylvia Castaneda sat down with author Dr. Terry Denai, who spells it all out in her book.
I'm so happy to have back with us Dr. Terry Denai, who is the founder of Avexius Health Solutions. I'm excited because you wrote this book called Hormone Havoc, Common Misconceptions About Hormones in Men and Women. And we've touched on things, what you've written about in this book, and I really want to take a deeper dive, so welcome back.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be here.
So when it comes to hormones, talk to us about what we need to watch as we age, hormones that you're referring to in the book.
Yeah, so I talk about all the hormones in the book, not only the reproductive hormones like estrogen, testosterone, progesterone for women, but also other really important hormones, adrenal hormones like DHEA, melatonin, how foods we eat impact hormone dysregulation, things like that. But I think the main thing about this book is really just dispelling so many myths and misconceptions. So many people have misinformation about hormones in general, and that's really what the book is about. And it's very evidence-based. There's a lot of studies, so it's not just my opinion. It's based on actual science and literature, and so that's really the main idea.
I love that you cover things about men and women in this book. Yeah. So why did you write this book? Why were you so compelled to do this?
Well, yeah, I've been in this space for about 16 years, and not only have I realized, and I teach, and I'm part of a lecture circuit, training clinicians, doctors, nurse practitioners all over the country, and what I noticed was the same questions were happening over and over and over. Well, doesn't estrogen cause breast cancer? Doesn't testosterone cause prostate cancer? Isn't it, risky for testosterone if you have heart disease, etc.? And so I was having to repeat myself over and over. And of course, my lectures to all of our doctors were actually presenting all the literature that dispels all of that. And then I finally just decided, well, I didn't decide. People kept asking, can you just put it in a book? And so I did. And I really have compiled about 15 years worth of lectures and literature, and just written the book in a really conversational style that really makes it easy to understand, and just bite-sized information, and really drilling into the common misconceptions that people have.
Well, give me a little bite size here. At what age should men and women really start thinking about hormone replacement?
I love that question. So for women, it really starts in about our 30s. We start to lose testosterone first, and that's the first misconception that I dispel, is testosterone is not a male hormone, and estrogen is not just a female hormone. Women make testosterone not as much as men, and men make estrogen not as much as women, but it's vital to brain health. What I really noticed for women is in their 30s, and especially after that second baby, they start to have symptoms of testosterone decline, depression, irritability, mood swings, can't sleep, can't focus, and then of course low libido. And then as they move into their 40s, they lose progesterone, and as we move into our 50s, we lose estrogen, and it just gets worse. And for men, they start losing testosterone really closer to their 40s, so they're about a decade behind us. Some men, though, actually start losing it a lot younger, and we're seeing a lot younger and younger hormone imbalances these days.
I love how passionate you are about sharing this information. Talk to me about translating that passion to healthcare providers and making sure that they're giving their patients the latest information on this subject.
It's when I realized that I can only impact my geographic area, I connected with another couple of doctors that were also seeing a lot of great results with our patients with optimizing hormones, and we decided to start educating and inviting doctors and other practitioners into our space to really present them with as much evidence-based literature and training. We perform a 2-day training with our doctors about 9-10 times a year, and we bring doctors in from all over the country. Our last training, we had over 500 doctors, and it's really amazing. More and more clinicians are realizing, we're not taught this stuff in school. Doctors aren't taught it in medical school. Nurse practitioners, PAs, we're not taught anything about hormones except, a woman might start having hot flashes at a certain age and you can give her some estrogen. But really, to optimize hormones and really disease prevention and how impactful it is for quality of life, we're just not taught that. And so that's really what we've done, is we've built this, this platform for clinicians to come in and learn and continue to learn and continue to have resources to get help.
Such a wonderful thing. Well, if viewers are interested in learning more about where they can go to find providers who've been trained by you, where should they go?
Yes, it's evexias.com, EVEXIAS.com, and you can put in your zip code and it'll pull up all the clinicians, doctors that have been trained by our platform in your area.
Well, doctor, I feel like we've just scratched the surface, so I would love to have you. Will you come back and talk more about this?
Yes.
Well, good. I'm so excited to have you back here soon. I'm going to send it back to you.
All right, thank you, Sylvia. Learn more about hormone replacement therapy and its benefits. You can visit evexias.com and then click Find a Provider, or you can make an appointment by visiting inspiremedicalsolutions.com to see Dr. Birchard in Mount Juliet.